No, not at this stage. We'll advise if there's any changes, but it's basically you get a percentage of whatever you've put in of the pool. So the smaller you put in, the less you get. This is completely separate at this stage. We're looking at other mechanisms down the track, but at this stage RFOX is specifically for the virtual space. But the virtual space will be powered by the NFT platform, generating a lot of sales through the virtual space. So what we need is our own actual swapping tool. So it's very important that we actually control that and we get a percentage of the fees from all of the swaps and the transactions. And it's an integral part of our DeFi ecosystem. So as people know that have followed us for some period of time, we want to make sure that where possible, we control as many of the platforms that we depend on as possible. Quite simply put, other projects have done this. I'll let you do your own research on what they've done and how they've done it. But ultimately, we want to make this as inclusive as possible for everybody in the virtual space. So if I use a Visa card, that Visa card will buy RFOX and then make the settlement in RFOX. So it is a constant buy pressure for that. Now people can say, well, okay, there's also people selling on the other end. It's up to the people that are running those spaces whether they want to sell that or whether they want to keep it or whether they want to trade it to a different commodity or a different asset. So that's entirely up to those people, but constantly buying. Yeah, it's a very good question actually, and although we've got timelines and we try and stick to those timelines as best we can, depending on which clients come in or how fast certain elements progress, it can definitely change timelines. Timelines are always moving pieces. The thing is that the NFT platform and the cashback and streaming app and the streaming platform alone and the gaming division, they'll all benefit from the virtual space. And we want to be able to showcase all of the things that we actually do. So ultimately, all of those things should be plugging into the virtual space in some capacity from day dot. So ultimately, those things need to be ready as well. That's why we're hiring so quickly and bringing on all stars to make sure that this all fits together. But it is a very good question because although we put that down as a timeline and that's what we're aiming for, things do change. And in our instance, through our development from the beginning, the goalposts have gotten wider and wider and we've gotten more and more opportunities, and therefore we have to bring all of those into play. So at this stage, everything looks great, but months out or a month out, it might change.